Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of them. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Chance, their first of the game. Messi gets his pass away. That is good alertness. And it's Salah. Oh, nicely intercepted. Fofana. Talisca. And it's Neymar. And Robertson. Robertson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Talisca. Pedri. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. And it's Messi. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Mohamed Salah! Indonesia with the corner, there first. He's had a hit! There it is! There is the breakthrough!
Gol. Marcó en el minuto 17 el dorsal 7, Messi.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Shade too heavy, keeper can pick that up. Xavi Alonso. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Koundé, Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Van Dijk. Messi. No, that's been intercepted. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mohamed Salah. De Ligt. Mohamed Salah looking to get on the end of this. Fofana. Talisca. Great ball if he can get there. Messi looking to add to his goal. Oh no, this does not look good. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Mendes with the clearance. Pedri. And Messi! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Messi. Oh, perfectly measured that. Mbappe. Showing great feet there. That's headed upfield. Nuno Mendes. Xavi Alonso. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Now Mbappe.
Indonesia can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during...
And the shot! He has done it! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
De Ligt. Koundé. Messi. Now it's Haaland. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now that's well seen too. Van Dijk. Koundé. And De Ligt. No way through there.
2 minutos de descuento.
Mohamed Salah. Fiddles it through.
That's going in strongly.
Fofana. Messi. And it's Koke. Neymar. And the whistle goes for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Indonesia in control at half-time, 2-0. And the action is back on the way.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. Nuno Mendes. He's gone for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Incapuyi. Robertson.
Indonesia have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Pass somewhat off target. Always onto this. Talisca has it in a wide position. Plays it in low.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Fofana and Robertson. Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Incapié did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Shifted it to the flank. Tries the cut back. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Neymar. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Time and again they are repelled. Xavi Alonso. Messi. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Messi. That's an excellent interception. Fofana. Haaland. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Xavi Alonso. Messi. Pedri. And it's Neymar. Robertson. And no, that was never going to make it. Xavi Alonso. Someone who's featured heavily of late, in a good sense, of course. And here's Messi. Picked out brilliantly. Mbappe!
Cambio de jugadores.
Indonesia have their second corner now. And the header! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Valverde just got a little carried away with himself there. He knew he could have clinched it.
Good read, needed to be. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Indonesia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Robertson. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Haaland. Now it's Sané. And that could set him on his way. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. And it's Messi. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Bruno Fernandes. Fofana powering forward here. Pass is just off target. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Foot in. Neymar. Messi. Oh, important interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Haaland. Just eases him off the ball. Little pass back. Robertson. Now it's Neymar. Sané. That has ended up in no man's land. And Messi! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Indonesia can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place
Hello,
in the
everybody,
minds
and
of
welcome
the
to today's
footballing folk
match.
in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. Pedri. And the shot's on here. Haaland! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So, a breakthrough already. Quality ball. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Vinicius Junior. Oh no, what has happened here? He's picked his way through. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. There's the header. Goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Haaland gets flagged offside. Good spot, he's seen the run. Messi. And it's Messi. Plays a delicate ball. It's a really well-measured ball. He is through here. And the header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vinicius Junior actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's a fine interception. Quarter of an hour played. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Haaland has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van Dijk. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He's through here. Tries a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Mbappe. Pedri.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Nicely intercepted. Salah. Bellingham.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Great hit! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Koundé, gently done. Messi has created one goal already. Haaland. It's Pedri. Now it's Haaland. It's a good spell of possession, this. And here's Haaland. Xavi Alonso in with the challenge. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And already we're underway here. In with the challenge. Modric was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, important interception. Salah. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, they say that there's been a bit of a renaissance, Peter, at the number 10 position, and this guy, Çalhanoğlu, is one of the players who...
Modric! Messi. And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah making good progress on the right-hand side. Mbappe, Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, that's a key interception. Fiddles it through. Xavi Alonso. Indonesia, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Haaland. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Mohamed Salah turns and goes back. Cambiasso. And he goes cross-field. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's in plenty of space here. Mbappe. And it's Xavi Alonso. Mbappe could try cutting inside here. He's had a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
McAllister. Now it's Mbappe. Well, played right into his path. De Ligt. Van Dijk. To Messi. Xavi Alonso. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pedri is fouled. Nuno Mendes. Van Dijk. And it's Xabi Alonso. And it's Messi. And here's Haaland.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And that has put paid to that. Messi.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Pedri. Couldn't squeeze it through. McAllister. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a shade optimistic. Xavi Alonso. Mohamed Salah. There's the whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Indonesia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Messi. And that could set him on his way. Oh, super ball. No way through, so back it comes. Referee has just said play on. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Messi. And here's Haaland. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
The message is clear, none shall pass.
McAllister. He's had a hit!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Now it's Mbappe. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Messi taking charge of the dead ball. It's anyone's ball now, and he's following up! They've got to be quick to recover this. Van Dijk. The referee's awarded a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Indonesia still this single goal behind. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
De Ligt.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's in!
A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Mbappe.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation.
Now the finish! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, played through for the wide man. Mbappe. Pedri. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the pass is intercepted. Pedri. Now it's Haaland.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Haaland. He's under a lot of pressure there. Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
McAllister.
That was lovely, that.
Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's just beyond his reach.
Indonesia are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter. Indonesia appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
Gabriel. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Modric tries a shot! A wonderful effort all by himself.
Well, after so much hard work, he bluffed. He just shouldn't be missing from there.
And it's been taken short.
2 minutes added time.
It could be in here. Vinicius Junior! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are cruising away.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a
Big chance! And time is up. Indonesia cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And as you can see, we've already started here. Spread neatly.
will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save. There's a name in this lineup, Peter, that's synonymous with being dependable.
The man they call safe hands.
Yep, David Seaman, one of the outstanding keepers of his time and a commander of tight defence because of the understanding he develops with those in front.
Mbappe. Pedri. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Koundé. And here's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Beckham. And it's Drogba. Indonesia are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now Neymar. And it's Drogba. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. This man very much flavour of the month. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Xavi Alonso. Haaland. More and more pressure on the ball here. Beckham wins the duel this time. He's through here. Hits one! It's in!
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
West Ham have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Short changes him with that pass. Haaland. Indonesia are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. That's a nicely measured pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Threads one in. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Koundé.
Indonesia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Pinches it off him. Haaland. That's been cut out, well played. Pedri. Indonesia looking to pass their way through. Neymar. Now it's Drogba. Mendes with a definite foul there. Oh, he's taken it. Vinicius Junior! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Nuno Mendes. Ruben Dias. Now it's Haaland. Aimed beyond the defence. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Neymar.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that. Indonesia truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Xavi Alonso. And it's Messi. De Ligt. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's a fine interception. Xavi Alonso. Now Salah. Haaland. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely. warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to be heavy after the final whistle today. Substitution on the field, number 21, Erling Haaland.
And the action is back on the way.
Number 19.
Indonesia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Rodri does really well to win the ball there. And it's Neymar. That's a shade optimistic. Pedri. Spread out to the left. And it's Xabi Alonso. Messi. Good purposeful running this. Alonso. Pedri. Now it's Haaland. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. Costa Curta. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Indonesia still this single goal behind. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
The attendance for this match was
Pedri.
72,306.
Oh, this is a very good run. Xabi Alonso. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Mbappe. It's Xabi Alonso. Pressure coming in from all directions. And he's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
No, again, there's no way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Oh, shooting chance! No mistake! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Is number 18, Erling Haaland.
Tunisia grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Mohamed Salah. Pedri. And it's Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso proves just a little bit too strong. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That pass has been well intercepted. Messi. Pedri. Oh, no joy this time.
Indonesia merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Indonesia have it back and can go again. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
It's Drogba!
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Koundé, Chouameni, and Koundé, and it's Messi. Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Koundé, and De Ligt, Van Dijk. And Mendes, Mbappe. Pedri has created one goal already.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's been won straight back. Bruno Fernandes. He's looking wide. Mbappe. He has found a way through. Now it's Pedri.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Drogba. Mendes gets across to intercept that. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card, so overall I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack.
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground.
Tries a shot! Haaland! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Barcelona looking to pass their way through.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Ribéry.
Mbappe really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Played into space out wide.
Mbappe. Pedri.
Interesting ball.
And he welcomes it in.
Haaland! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. I think that's a corner.
Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that.
Mbappe.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was has a look and has a go. Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
Barcelona certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief.
And the header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Mbappe. Indonesia are enjoying a good spell right now, and leading. That's a good intervention. That was what he... Oh, that's ambitious. Van Dijk. It's Pedri. Mbappe. Messi. He can run onto that. Oh, that was vital. Mohamed Salah going face-to-face with his great rival. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And it's Messi. And he was alert to it. Mbappe. Dink through. He's in here! There's the hit! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Oh, easy pickings there. Yamal. Looks to the other side. Now it's Messi. Nunez. And that was very necessary. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Nunez. And the shot! He's scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Now it's Mbappe.
Messi. Well, that is one way to stop him. Mbappe.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Pedri stood his ground strongly.
Pedri cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Mbappe. Can he? No mistake! Oh, that's not going to count. And we go again.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Pedri.
2
Messi.
minutes has been indicated.
And it's Messi. And here's Nunez. Ribéry. Nunez. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Nunez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
This possibly the last play of the half.
And Dijk clears it away.
And there is the half-time whistle.
Indonesia head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1.
The midway point of the game.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. So we're just settling back into this second half. Hakimi. And that is as far as they're going to go.
No, he's not getting any further than that.
Hakimi with a definite foul there. Van Dijk.
Pressing high and with purpose. Played back to the goalkeeper.
And De Ligt. Koundé. And it's Messi. Xavi Alonso. Mbappe. And here's Nunez.
And here's Yamal.
Picked out brilliantly. Great Yamal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Hakimi.
He's picked his way through.
Mbappe
Has it in a wide position.
The
And it's
attendance
Xavi
for this
Alonso.
match was 71,898.
Now it's Mohamed Salah.
He has found a way through.
Very nicely done for Xavi Alonso. And here's Messi. Ribéry. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Messi. Gently done.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Xavi Alonso.
This might spell danger. Messi. Yamal. De Ligt. Oh, he's bustling through here. Hits one. Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
After 71 minutes is number 20, Darwin Núñez. Substitution on the field, number 21, Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field is number 2, Chouameni.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Schneider. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Yamal!
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Schneider. Messi. Can he latch on to this? It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, important interception. Yamal.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Koundé. Bruno Fernandes. Indonesia must do something here, and very quickly.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
That's been cut out, well played. And he thumps it clear.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
A real chance if he can get through. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Oh, what a ball he's in here. Sane. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Sane. Oh, strongly challenged there. Sane has got himself a free kick.
Substitution.
Chouameni.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Valverde. Schneider.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mbappe. The ball has bounced loose now. And the referee brings it to a close. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And as you can see, we've already started here. Szoboszlai. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Haaland. Mohamed Salah. Keeper's ball. Now that's well seen too. Oh, it's a promising build-up this, plenty of really nice passing. Haaland has been caught there, it's a foul. Nuno Mendes making himself the star of this show. Hard to believe, really, that he's already made it up to 300 appearances.
Well, Peter, it's remarkable considering I still remember covering his first game, with you in fact. He really has come an awful long way, hasn't he?
Alexander-Arnold. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, good ball! Well, that's surely a foul, free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And so we have the first set piece of the game. Great chance. He's gone direct. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Szoboszlai. Mbappe. Pedri. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Messi. He's had it taken off him.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Alexander-Arnold looking to run onto it. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Xavi Alonso. And De Ligt. And it's Messi. And the pass is intercepted. Messi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Szoboszlai. And the finish! Koundé gets it away. He's tried one! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Rice. That's a sharp pass. Mbappe! Mbappe! It's in!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Indonesia truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now it's Haaland. Half-time getting close now. Keeper's got good distance on that. Szoboszlai. And they win it back again. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Mbappe. And he's intervened well there. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
There will be 1 minute added time.
El Mali. That pass has been well intercepted. And we've reached half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're off again.
Indonesia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Nicely weighted ball. Alexander-Arnold. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Xavi Alonso. Koundé. And it's Messi. And it's Xavi Alonso. Messi. Mohamed Salah. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now Van Dijk. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. And that's been repelled. And we have our very first corner. Tries a header! He will be livid with himself. Indonesia still this single goal behind. Pedri. And it's Xavi Alonso. Nuno Mendes. No, again there's no way through. Pedri. Haaland. It's Pedri. Pedri going face to face with his great rival. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Your impression so far, Jim?
Indonesia are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
He's shifting through the... Now the finish! Messi. And it's Salah. It's a good run down the right. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Messi ploughing through the middle. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Mbappe, driving through the middle. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike.
Replace him is number 2, Chouameni.
An opportunity then to pull clear here. Chouameni and Neymar. De Jong. Here's Chouameni. Bruno Fernandes. Here's Chouameni. Szoboszlai. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Plays a delicate ball. Sare. Rice. And here's Mbappe.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Now it's Mbappe.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
That looks a cracking ball. And the flag has stayed down. Mendes with the clearance. Now it's Sané. Bruno Fernandes. Sané. Nicely aimed pass. Sanuc spots it and intercepts. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And that is a little undercooked. 5 minutes left on the clock. Spread neatly. Hits one! It's a goal! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Number 10.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Out of play for a throw. And he skips past his man. Alexander-Arnold crossed into the...
Rises! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Mbappe! He's gone forward. That has been cut short. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
Announcement for the benefit of anybody who has found
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt, it
and
is the
welcome
week's
to
most
today's
eagerly
match.
awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Maradona. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Messi. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, they say that there's been a bit of a renaissance, Peter, at the number 10 position.
And a shot! It's there!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Indonesia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Nuno Mendes. It's Pedri. Xavi Alonso. And here's Haaland.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Rudiger getting this one clear. Van Dijk. And it's Xavi Alonso. And it's Messi. Rudiger kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Haaland. And here's Mohamed Salah. Indonesia are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Maradona.
Indonesia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And he was quick to react. Messi. Xavi Alonso. Çalhanoğlu, who's set up one goal so far. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Costa Rica upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Pedri. Always onto this. Rodri. To Çalhanoğlu. Rodri. And he's whipped it across. De Ligt can get it clear. Mohamed Salah is the name on everyone's lips just now. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Haaland. For Xavi Alonso. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
Indonesia truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
De Roberto. Calhanoglu.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, great header! Pedri.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Face to face with the keeper. Oh, right place, right time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It looks... Messi is fouled. And he is going into that little black book. Kunde. And there is the half-time whistle. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're underway again.
Indonesia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Messi. Kunde. And here's Mohamed Salah. Thinks one through. Caught offside that time. De Roberto. Calhanoglu. Here's Rodri. Calhanoglu. It's Maradona! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Nuno Mendes. Pedri. And it's Messi. It's Xabi Alonso. Pedri. He could be in here. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Maradona. Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Messi. And that's put paid to a promising move.
The attendance for this match.
Your impressions so far, Jim?
Indonesia are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Messi.
Indonesia showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Hoisted in. Neuer can pick that up. No way through there. And it's Calhanoglu. That's good vision. No, he's just misjudged that one. Pedri. Haaland.
That's going in strongly.
Rudiger with the foul.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Xabi Alonso. Coming on to replace him is number 2, Troy.
Shot could be on. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Indonesia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And that interception was most necessary. Mohamed Salah! It's a goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. And that's it. That was always inevitable.
The goal scorer after 72 minutes is number 17, Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah. Substitution on the field. Number 17, Mohamed Salah. Number 7, Messi. Number 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Rudiger. Substitution.
Costa Rica showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
No way through. And that is as far as they're going to go. Sir Roberto. Costa Rica really will have to throw everything at this now. Chouameni. Pedri. Mbappe. De Ligt. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Van der Vaart. Oh, that is a smashing piece of defending from him. Terrific header! And they've got rid. And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
And we have our very first corner. Koundé tries to clear.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe puts his foot on the gas. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Neymar. Can he spark a counter here? Neymar in acres of space out wide. He's got away. That's a corner kick. The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. Chouameni with the clearance. Mbappe. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Now it's Neymar. He's gone down, but he'll try from distance. So nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen right now.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. The action has already started. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Haaland. Showing good feet. Pedri. He's had a shot! Thuram is there to clear. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
Played back in. Xavi Alonso. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pedri. Haaland. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Pedri. Moved on forwards. And it's Xavi Alonso. Now it's Messi. Pedri. And here's Haaland. Pedri. Can he spark a counter here? Not the most convincing of passes. Neither side yet able to find the net. Oh, he's bustling through here. Messi goes steaming forward. Messi! He's missed, but not by that far.
Messi has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Schneider. Can he latch on to this?
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Xavi Alonso. Now Mbappe. Pedri. That's a shade optimistic. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, they've got it again. Nuno Mendes. Messi. And it's Xavi Alonso. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, well played, well played. Well, there's the clearance. Oh, super find. Koundé. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Thuram. Ter Stegen comes out and deals with it. Now it's Haaland. Schneider. Oh, good spread.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Well timed, excellent interception. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, smashing header! And he's straight offside. And he cuts out the supply. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Pedri. Out of play for a throw. Traumeri. Schneider. It's Camavinga. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. It's a pretty loose pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Nuno Mendes. Xavi Alonso. Pedri. Xavi Alonso.
There will be
Final seconds now. And here's Messi. He's chosen to go back. And that'll be the final action of the first half. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Indonesia have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually...
Haaland!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Haaland. No, he's not getting his way this time. Xavi Alonso.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pass somewhat off target. That's a good run down the left. Haaland. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Haaland, he shifted it to the flank. Mbappe!
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Pedri.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's heaved it away. That's the throw.
Substitution in progress.
Can he get onto this? Neuer is there to take.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Messi. Indonesia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Messi herring after the ball here.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Erling Haaland.
Tunisia have,
Coming on
after
the
this,
field
one
is
further opportunity
number 20,
to make a substitution.
Substitution taking place.
Chouameni clears. And it's Salah. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Rudiger. And here's Mohamed Salah.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
And he's got the shot away! And he's found the net! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural...
Mbappe! And the lead stays intact, just.
Mbappe couldn't quite put that away, but there's plenty of positives in how they've responded.
Neymar getting this one clear. Thuram. Now it's Schneider.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Up he goes! And that could have brought them level.
Mbappe knows only too well how important the chance was. He snatched at it.
Indonesia still ahead by the game's only goal. Great defending, strong and determined. Mohamed Salah, one of these standout performers at this moment in time. Bruno Fernandes. Van Dijk with the foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. De Ligt. Just 5 minutes left. Looking for the runner. Now it's Mbappe. Who played through for the wide man. There will be a throw-in. Fiddles it through.
Manchester United need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Indonesia clearly now in lead preservation mode.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Neymar. And Mendes. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Chouameni, and it's played forward. Chouameni. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Manchester United are down to 10 men. Chouameni. And that will be the final act. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. De Jong taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match.
Well, hello, a warm welcome to all of you from amongst this final day tension and expectation. Here's the simple story. One team seeking promotion. They just have to avoid defeat. It feels perfectly plausible, but such is the beauty of the game, you just never know. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Indonesia come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Pedri, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Ribery. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Foden, and that is masterful defending. Foden was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nicely aimed pass. Messi. Mbappe. Might be danger here. And the flag. Real chance! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came Haaland! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ribery.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Xavi Alonso. And it's Messi. Mbappe! And that interception was most necessary.
Indonesia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Mbappe. Alonso chips it through. Now it's Mbappe. Ribery. Can he get it through? Nice interception, well timed. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, great chance! That is great defending, so alert. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal.
And it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid.
Can he finish? Sticks it away! And with that goal comes comfort. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Indonesia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Foden. And it's Messi. Ribéry. Tries a shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Indonesia are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And he cuts out the supply. Foden. Valverde.
Now there's a fine ball.
Chance! Oh, it's come loose. Valverde. Mohamed Salah. Foden. Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Foden. Ribéry has it out wide and in space. Turns and goes back.
There's the shot!
And the first half is done. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Substitution.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
That's the corner kick. Indonesia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good alertness. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Indonesia do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's had a shot! Yes, it's there! The second half off to a spectacular start.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
He's looking wide. That has been cut short. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now it's Haaland. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Shifted it to the flank. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi. Decent hit!
The attendance for this
He's
match
done
was
very well to get to that.
70,980.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Indonesia have their second corner now. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Donnarumma tries to clear. Indonesia are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty...
Haaland! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
De Jong.
Indonesia may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
And it's played forward. Haaland. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Indonesia still have the cards to affect this game. Pedri. And it's Messi. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Looking tidy in possession here. Valverde. Xavi Alonso. Messi. De Jong. Oh, super find. Now it's Mbappe. De Jong. Mbappe. And the shot!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Foden. Now it's Ribery. And the shot's now the finish! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Valverde. Oh, there's a probing ball. Foden. Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, it has been a very watchable, sometimes rather desperate contest. Understandable, one supposes, when considering what's at stake
Well,
here.
Peter, as you said, this is huge. Could do with more intensity and purpose, though, if they're looking to turn this around.
Nicely worked.
Indonesia have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Progress.
Bruno Fernandes. And he's Bruno Fernandes! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
He's had a hit! He can get that clear. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. De Jong! De Jong! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Bruno Fernandes.
3 minutes added time.
And it's Ribery. That's really well manoeuvred.
He's onside. Great hit!
That could spell trouble.
And one more try! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Indonesia have their third corner.
And it's been taken short. Ribery.
Haaland.
Bruno Fernandes.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another... Tunisia can dream again. The stands here definitely a place for the hopeful, and no doubt that hope is replicated at just about every major ground in the land. It is time for us all to come together and to believe. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati.
We have already started here. That's an excellent interception. So a very special reception for the very special Franck Ribéry.
Very true, and I think all of us here are expecting an awful lot from him. He is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the very best in his preferred left-wing position. He said himself that that's where he feels most free.
I guess that's what gives him the freedom to make use of his pace, his movement, and his ability to shoot from a fair way out.
Correct.
And he was quick to react. Messi, and he's intervened well there. And here's Haaland. Mbappe. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Messi. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Haaland. Great defending, strong and determined. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Haaland! They've scored!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Gol. Marcó en el minuto 16.
Tunisia have
el
taken
dorsal
the lead.
18.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide.
Chance! Çalhanoğlu. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Neuer clears it away. He'll try from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Koundé. And it's Xabi Alonso. Now it's Mbappe. Ribéry.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Pedri. Mbappe. Koundé. Approaching the half-hour mark. And Mendes. Tunisia are very much in charge here, dominating possession, and a goal to the good. Nuno Mendes. Xabi Alonso. De Ligt. He won't be happy with that one. Nuno Mendes. Valverde. Xabi Alonso. Pedri. Çalhanoğlu. Some resolute defending there. Messi. And it's Van Dijk. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Could be danger here. Mbappe! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides and with such great individual talent.
Tries a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Indonesia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Valverde. And here's Xabi Alonso. Oh, well played, well played. Koundé. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he's lost his man here. He's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Haaland.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Mbappe. Messi. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Indonesia head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. And the game has already resumed here.
Indonesia are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Nuno Mendes. Xabi Alonso. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ribery. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Hernandez. Mbappe. He's played him through. Haaland face to face with the keeper. He's had a hit! And it's a goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, what? He's got the shot away! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, there's resilience.
Good effort from distance. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Ribery really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Fermin. Indonesia are looking to go forward now.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Can he put it away? It's a good run, that. Great timing. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, good ball. And it's Ribery. Can he get it through?
Played into space out wide.
That's good defensive concentration.
Alexander-Arnold.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his... And Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, and he's through the middle. Now it's Mbappe. And the ball is out of play.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Indonesia making consecutive changes here. Nicely weighted ball. Tchouaméni makes the interception. De Jong. Now it's Haaland. Indonesia will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Nicely aimed pass. Indonesia perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And the shot's on here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
It's a loose ball. Pedri. Tchouaméni. Haaland. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Mbappe. Big chance! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! And that may just do it! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So here comes a substitution. Indonesia take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Oh, that's fabulous. Might be danger here. Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for... Has another go!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Bruno Fernandes with the short one. Time added on 4 minutes. Pedri touches it back. Indonesia clearly now in lead preservation mode. Tchouaméni. De Jong. And here's Haaland. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win.
and it came down to one decisive moment.
Haaland taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. Some really good ball movement. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Pedri. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a hit! No way through, so... And the shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Number 18, Erling Haaland.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi. Haaland. And he's been shifted off it. Son Heung-min. Oh, well played, well played. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. That's a decent clearance. Pedri. Oh, super find. Oh, that's fabulous. Hits one! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Throw in. Haaland. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Valverde. Pass somewhat off target. Van Dijk. And it's slung out wide. And it's Messi. Oh, played right into his path. Now it's Haaland. Now the finish! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
The goal scorer after 26 minutes is number 15, Federico Valverde.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Valverde. Indonesia have hit a quick-fire double here. That's a good ball out wide. Olise.
Olise gets flagged offside. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Son Heung-min. That has been slung wide. Xavi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp. Van Dijk. And that has put paid to that. Messi, who's set up one goal so far. He might be in here. Valverde did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party shot a goal. He scored. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So is this the start of a comeback? Valverde. Valverde. Now it's Haaland. Now this could be a chance. And he stands tall, impenetrable. And it's Son Heung-min! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Valverde.
2 added
Haaland.
minutes has been indicated.
Valverde. Haaland. He's had it taken off him. Van Dijk. Xavi Alonso. For Valverde. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Indonesia are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Van Dijk. Nuno Mendes. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Van Dijk. Messi. Now it's Haaland. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Threads one in. Pedri, nicely aimed pass. Valverde. Mbappe. Pedri, looking for options for movement. Now it's Haaland. It is a corner, good chance. Indonesia with the corner, they're first. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Strokes it back.
Yeah, probably the best option. It had to go back.
And here's Haaland. Caught offside that time. Havertz. Messi. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Nice sequence of passes, this. He's away! That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
72,306.
Pedri. Now it's Haaland. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Haaland. It's out for a goal kick. Valverde. And it's Son Heung-min. Rodri. Valverde. Valverde. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's picked his way through. Olise. Valverde. Nuno Mendes. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's got the beating of his man. Can he put it away? He's got a goal! Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Koundé. Pedri. Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Son Heung-min. Valverde.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Can he get away here? Now it's Son Heung-min. Well timed, excellent interception.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Tries a shot! Goal! Do not write them off. Back they come. And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Goal! After 82 minutes is number 11, Neymar. Substitution on the field, number 18, Erling Haaland. Number 7, Messi. Number 21, Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field, number 11, Neymar. Number 13, Bruno Fernandes. Number 2, Chouameni.
So there's going to be another change here. This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Dyer does really well to win the ball there. And back to the goalkeeper. Keeper's got good distance on that. Into the last 5 minutes.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Havertz. Mbappe. That's a fabulous ball. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Indonesia have been handed a game-changing chance. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
And Neuer pulls off a
a sensational save.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Bruno Fernandes goes short. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Neymar. Olise.
Alexander-Arnold really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
And that will be it. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Please join me in wishing all
So
the
what do you
best
take
for
away
members
from it
of
all,
our
Jim?
fan club
Well, a decent draw,
celebrating their
Peter, with a good
wedding
mix of
anniversary
action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim.
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
The action has already started. Dani Olmo.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. De Ligt is there, and he can get that clear. Nuno Mendes. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Valverde. Looking here to chip it through. Back when it goes. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. And here's Haaland. De Ligt. Mbappe. And here's Haaland.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Mbappe! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And now they can spring out of defence. Valverde. He's had it taken off him. Hakimi. Neymar. And here's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. De Ligt gets it away.
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. Bellingham clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width.
Haaland! Bellingham. And Dani Olmo. Kimmich. Bellingham. And it's Neymar. Now this could be a chance. Showing great feet there. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Messi. Valverde. He's got away. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Neymar. Nuno Mendes. Dani Olmo. Pass is just off target. Pedri. To Messi. Pedri. Neymar. De Ligt. Nuno Mendes. Xavi Alonso. And it's Messi. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Hakimi. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Dani Olmo. And he's gone backward here. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Pedri. Aims beyond. And the shot! Tries, climbs up big! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Dani Olmo gets flagged offside.
De Ligt. Valverde. Messi. Xavi Alonso.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Neymar. Messi. For Valverde. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, and despite the scoreline, it's clear who the better side is when it comes to chances. If this is the trend that's going to continue, then there's only going to be one winner here, and I don't think it's going to take too much improvement for it to happen.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's
Mbappe!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Van Dijk cuts it out.
Manchester United have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
It's Neymar!
He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Indonesia are looking to go forward now. De Ligt makes the interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And there's green grass ahead of him. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Now it's Mbappe. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Bellingham. Neymar. Pinches it off him.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
And still we await the first breakthrough. Valverde. Kimmich. Valverde kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. More and more pressure on the ball here. Neymar.
Nuno Mendes really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Now the finish! Now who's going to be first to this? Xavi Alonso. Messi. Oh, easy pickings there. He's looking to set free a runner. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field is number 2, Chouameni.
Well, their corner count's rising, but not their goal count. They can improve.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Levin. Can he finish? Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
And a real chance to break the deadlock. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Lewandowski! Tunisia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Clips it so gently. Well read, nice interception. Indonesia will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Bruno Fernandes. There will be a throw-in. It's going to be another throw. Chouameni. Haaland. Chouameni.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Has a look and place it forward. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Ødegaard. Ødegaard going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Manchester United showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Valverde. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. De Ligt. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Koundé. Ødegaard. Nicely aimed pass.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Oh, good-looking ball. Rudiger deals with that comfortably. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Mbappe. He has found a way through. Bruno Fernandes. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And time is up. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place
Hello,
in the
everybody,
minds
and
of
welcome
the
to today's
footballing
match.
folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Bellingham driving on and making good progress. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he...
Haaland! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's going to be disappointed with that. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
David Villa. David Villa! Decent hit and on target. Frosinone with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Rice goes short. Gets his head to it! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Messi. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Pass is just off target. Looking for the runner. He's found the way through.
That was lovely, that.
He is just caressing the ball. Rice. Spread neatly. Nuno Mendes. He's in a good position here. Mbappe! Goal! Frosinone! And Frosinone are in front.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
David Villa. Mbappe. Messi.
Indonesia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
White is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Frosinone applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand...
And it's been given away. Mbappe! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
And he's intervened well there. Pedri. Half an hour played now. Well, nicely intercepted. Bellingham.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's through here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Valverde. David Villa.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Mbappe. Here's Chouameni. Pedri.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Haaland finds himself offside. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Koundé. Messi. Haaland.
Frosinone couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
He has found the way through. And here's Haaland. Rice.
There will be 1 minute added time.
David Villa.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's tidy. David Villa! And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Hello everybody.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the second half gets underway.
Indonesia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, that's a key interception. Messi.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, what a pass! Chouameni. David Villa. David Villa. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
White. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, it's just a little long. Valverde. Mbappe. David Villa. Oh, smashing header! Messi.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
He's picked his way through. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Oh, what's he giving here? Indonesia really could have done without this. Neuer will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Koundé.
The attendance for this match was
Haaland looking to shake off some
71,550.
unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
No way through there. Rice.
And he cuts out the supply. Pedri. For Valverde. Looking for the run. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that's fabulous. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance! It's Redland. That could spell... And one more try! Yes! And they are cruising away. That was easy. Almost too easy.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then, because they just lost sight of the real danger.
Number 21.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable.
David Villa! It is a very, very good save.
Rossoneri certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Rice with the short one. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Passes short and sharp, and that's gone loose. Indonesia still have the cards to affect this game. Just about up to 75 minutes. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Messi. Haaland. He is through here. White.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Not the most accurate pass. Tchouaméni. Indonesia ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Tchouaméni. White. And he's got the beating of his man. And he's gone backward here.
Indonesia really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
And they've got rid. Bellingham! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Neuer herring. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Messi. Well-timed, excellent interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, Red, nice interception. Tchouaméni. Bellingham.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
3 minutes added time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Haaland. He can run onto that. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Rice. David Villa. And that's it. Indonesia suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Indonesia desperately failing to impose.